Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Casually Spike. I am your host, Dakota Marker, and with me are my friends, Jaron Denham.
Good morning.
Devin Harrison.
Okay.
And Bill Gantz.
How come there's no good parking around here?
There isn't. Well, I mean, there was until they started charging $5 a day for it over across the street.
I know, right?
Welcome to Wheeling. So,
Parking ticket's only $3.
Yeah, I'd rather pay the parking ticket.
Yeah.
got a couple things to talk about today that are real interesting.
I'm going to run through. This is
Go
going to be
for it.
awesome. All right, we're going to be talking about the new edition of Monopoly that has come out.
Woo!
The Grand Prix edition. We also have a dual deck of Mine versus Might that we had spoiled. And we're going to be talking about everybody's favorite Christmas time story, Modern Masters 2017. So,
I thought you were going to go with the Minnesota Man for the Christmas time story.
so good. I know you followed this a little better. So, Devin, what's going on with Channel Fireball getting the Grand Prix stuff?
So, Channel Fireball actually made another company called Channel Fireball Events for this endeavor they're going on with Wizards. They signed I don't know what kind of contract they signed with Wizards, but
They made a deal.
starting next year,
The kind of contract that makes them lots of money.
yeah, starting next year, for as far as we know, just
They
2018 right now.
$100 bills together and then printed the contract out on
And
them.
then they signed it.
And then they just folded it up and put it in their wallet.
And then they did cocaine.
So this is not the kind of contract that results in a bunch of scars.
No.
Like Lily. Or
Not
tattoos
yet.
or whatever.
No.
Whatever she's got.
No.
Unless you count emotional scars, which Star City now has.
Actually, Star City's is like, we didn't want to run it.
Star City said they backed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But starting next year, Channel Fireball Events will be the exclusive tournament organizer for all Grand Prix. I forget what company was the streaming
Well,
exclusive.
it's them and Sightline Productions.
Yeah.
That fused together to make Channel Fireball Events. They're
Yeah.
going to be streaming through Twitch.
Yeah.
Yep. That's actually why Channel Fireball was selected for this. Was because they joined companies.
Yeah. So.
But it could go either way. There could be goods and bads. Of course, you have one company running everything. You have, I guess, the standardized tournaments going around.
Consistency.
I mean,
Yeah.
to give you an idea, actually, like me and Devin were watching earlier, Evan Irwin made a very, very good video on this subject.
I watched it yesterday.
and-
whenever it was released.
Basically, like I agree with a lot of the points he made. To sum it up, consistency is a bit of a double-edged sword, where every time you go to a Grand Prix, you're gonna get the same experience, like quality, QC issues, all that. But that also means every time you go to a Grand Prix, you'll get the same experience.
Yeah, like the thing is, if you have multiple people, well, it's actually an adage where competition breeds creativity.
Yes.
And if we only have one company, actually, yeah, you're getting that on the feed. But anyway, so if you only have one company making the ideas and practicing on the ideas, then you only have one team also coming up with the ideas. So this could actually be helpful, but it could be harmful as well to the creativity of what people could do for Grand Prix.
It becomes stagnant.
Exactly.
And it also doesn't help in terms of sheer, like, financial and business value that you mentioned the monopoly thing, but I feel that's very important to mention because by having a monopoly, that means they can set whatever prices they want for stuff.
Yeah.
Like, if they want to charge $100 for a Grand Prix, there's not a whole lot stopping them.
Right, but I also feel that this is also a way to make prices potentially go down.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
because people are starting to get frustrated with $100, well, $80 to $100 entries into main events of Grand Prix.
Absolutely.
And they're letting their voices be heard quite well over it. So
Haven't GP attendances, like, dropped
yes.
Yeah.
very
But
recently?
of course, standard's also been a pile of garbage too.
Well,
So,
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We'll get into that in a bit,
Yeah.
though.
but if prices maintain the rate that they're going, you're not going to have many people wanting to play in pro level events at all.
I mean, like, it's the same thing I was saying back when we were getting ready to prep for Pittsburgh this year.
Yeah.
It's just too much money for what is a very, very low chance of making it back.
Your EV of a Grand Prix is awful. Unless you do very well, and you know you're going to do very well, or you're prepped for it, then you have a chance to at least make a little bit of money back, if not when it, like, doubles.
And I mean, like, the thing is, too, like, back when GPs were $40 and $50 and you got the playmat included,
Well,
which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen, like...
Even without the playmat, I was still fine paying $40 for a Grand Prix.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, when it was, like, $40-$50, you got a Grand Prix promo and a playmat, you could sell the promo, like... You could sell the promo back on site for $10 and the playmat for $5.
Yeah.
And then your entry fee was only $25, which is about what you pay for most PTQs.
Yeah.
And that's like, okay, whatever, I can deal with that for a big tournament.
Yeah.
But now, like, first of all, you don't get the playmat anymore unless you pay for it, which basically means you don't get any profit off of selling it.
Did you pay for me to get a playmat? Or was that... No? So, because I had a 2-round buy, I actually got the playmat, the promo, and sleeves for free.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I think that that's actually, like, another perk of playing... Well, now we can't play Grand Prix trials.
Well, you play them the Friday before.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But also with kind of a monopoly type aspect that Channel Fireball potentially has, we also don't know the details of their contract with Wizards, what it all entails.
Yeah.
We don't know if Wizards is demanding a certain price or if they're demanding certain things. But also it could be like what's his name in that video?
Evan Irwin. Yeah.
What he also said that there can also be like perks where like for your 5th Grand Prix or whatever, you get whatever.
Because, like, yeah, that's one thing he mentioned that I thought was really interesting. The idea of doing, like, cross-GP promotions.
Yeah.
Because a lot of stuff, like, for example, when we were at the GP this year, I got some prize tickets for one of the events I played, and it said only valid for this specific event.
Yeah.
Like, even if I went to another GP run by pastimes, I couldn't take my tickets there and then spend it on the prize wall. Right. Even though it'd be the same thing, probably. But the thing is, now that Channel Fireball has,
LOL pastimes.
Since Channel Fireball has primary control, they can do that kind of stuff where, like, if you win tickets now, you could save them and then spend them at your next GP when you have more, like, stuff to do. And the...
I was waiting on you to cuss.
But, and the other thing, too, is, because they can do that, like you were saying, they could do a promotion where they're like, attend your 5th GP, like, get half off or, like, get some sweet swag thing or whatever.
Pretty sweet.
Sweet swag.
Sweet swag.
Sweetie swag.
Speaking of swag, the other thing that kind of sucks about having Channel Fireball do everything is it means, like, they're probably going to have one set of swag for every event. Like, the playmat will probably always be different, but, like, the actual, like if you upgrade to the VIP, it's probably always going to be the same gear and whatever.
Maybe. Probably.
Well, because, like, there's no incentive for them to, like, make it any better.
Yeah.
It's not like they have competition to deal with anymore.
What if they gave you a pin to commemorate going to each of those events?
Well, here's the question. How much would manufacturing those pins cost?
Next to
Not
nothing.
much.
Well, what kind of a pin would it be, though? Are we talking just, like, pin back, or, like, one of the ones with the clippy thing, or...
Probably a pin back, because that's how a lot of the prize pins are, too. Like my Top 8 Estates pin that I have, it's pin back. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. They could, but I feel like that's not really much, like, incentive.
I would. I'd do it. I'd go to every single one of them.
Hell yeah.
I would want those pins, because that's actually, like, something that's really important to me, is just to have something to remember it.
I'm actually contemplating, hopefully, going to GP Orlando here in 2 weeks.
Really?
I'm thinking about it.
Good for you, buddy.
Do it.
I need points.
I'm happy for you.
And it's limited. I tend to do...
Are you gonna go...
Even though I'm a bad drafter, I can usually do pretty good sealed. So...
Yeah, well, I mean...
Just don't do full box sealed.
That is a cluster.
Yeah. But
I told you about the one deck that I wanted to play in Shadows over Innistrad full box, didn't I?
yeah, aristocrats and fiery tempers.
It was just insolent neonates and fiery temper.
Neonates.
Yeah, I was like, how many of these did I get? Oh, I only got 3 of each. Never mind.
But so you're thinking about going to GP Orlando? Are you gonna drive or fly?
I'll probably fly. So it's only like $90 round trip.
yeah, it's not bad.
Driving's not actually that bad either. We drove.
I did it once. I can't stand it.
Really?
Don't blame me.
Take a friend. That's how we did
I'll
it.
go.
There you go. You got Bill to go. He'll even drive part of that.
But how much
I'll
would gas
probably
be?
drive.
Gas would be about the same.
All of it.
I mean, we took because I just made that trip not last October, but the October before. We had to put about 3 tanks of gas in the Impala, so gas came out to
Is that round trip?
$100
3 tanks or just one way?
one way.
Yeah.
So 6 tanks of gas.
So we're looking at about $200.
But you can also take more stuff with you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to deal with the airport security, the TSA, and all that. You don't have to have your private bits rubbed.
The last time I went through TSA, I had a really hot agent take care of me. She was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but
She liked my shirt.
yeah, but that's the risk you take though, because you also could have you could also got felt up by I don't know, Michael Clark Duncan lookalike or something.
That would help if I knew who Michael Clark Duncan was.
Yeah.
He was that big guy in the Green Mile.
Oh, he's fine.
Okay, so
See, but I wouldn't take any luggage with me. I'd take one carry-on bag. That's it.
Yeah.
But they still scan it.
That's
and the
fine.
thing is too, they'll probably end up looking through it too, because magic decks look it's very similar to plastic explosives.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
That's
So-
fine. They'll find my gun in there too. No. I'm not carry that.
Well, see, you can take your gun with you and not get it checked by the TSA if you go by car. I don't know. I mean, how much is a plane ticket? A round trip ticket?
you just said 90.
$98.
Like $98.
Is it?
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Huh.
I just checked. I don't know where in Orlando it is, but just Google Maps from this location to Orlando, Florida is 964 miles.
We made that trip in 18 hours.
That's not bad. That's a good time.
We hauled. Went down 77, went down deep into West Virginia, got to Kentucky.
Kentucky.
And
Dude.
from Virginia to the end of Georgia, it was nothing but trees and
Yep.
Waffle Houses.
Yes.
For real. Not even joking. Every exit had a Waffle House. And I'm just who enjoys it this much?
Southerners.
Yep.
I mean, I like a plate of waffles every now and again too, but it was worse. There were more Waffle Houses than McDonald's.
Okay.
And
You're not turning me off of this idea.
okay.
Okay, so in my car,
Plus I get
which
sleep.
right now is averaging 24 miles per gallon. On a trip like that, my average miles per gallon would probably go up, but about 24 miles per gallon. And at an average of $3.50 per gallon. Wait, that's not 2.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3. It hasn't been 3.5 for
Yeah.
a couple years.
That would cost $100.42 in fuel, approximately,
To get there.
Well, I mean, he already said
to get there, and then another $100 back. It's
Yeah.
costing half as much on the plane, and it's also going to take a third of the time.
Yeah.
or less.
Well, I mean, like I said,
Like 2 hour
I
flight.
didn't know how much the plane ticket was until he said it. So
It's really cheap.
What airlines are you looking at?
I forget what it said. It wasn't Spirit. If Spirit does have one that flies down, it would be cheaper than that.
Yeah, Spirit's good. Actually, they do. A friend of mine flies to Ocala, Florida, where her mother lives, and she does it for $40.
Yeah, and the Spirit's
It's
like
stupid
40.
cheap.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Spirit's like almost half the price.
Yeah. And they have a nice little airport. It's just a small place. They're fairly lax. Don't bomb it, please. You don't have to wait in lines for hours to get checked by TSA. It's fairly small
Really
town
nice.
feely. Okay, just go in. Here's my stuff. Go to your gate, and
That's
you're good.
really nice.
Yeah, and it's just south of Pittsburgh somewhere. I don't remember where.
Oh,
but-
hell. Maybe I need to do that.
We're going to Orlando.
Yeah! I love flying.
I lived
I've
in the
never
Grand
been
Prix.
on a plane.
Flying is so much fun. I love it.
I lied. My mother took me on a plane when I was less than a year old. I don't remember where I went.
But somehow you ended up here.
But yeah, I was on a plane when I was an infant, and that was the only time I've ever been on
Ooh.
a plane.
I lied too. I never drove to Florida. I flew the first time. Furthest I drove was down in South Carolina, I think.
That's
Probably like Charleston. That's basically Florida.
I mean-
basically.
In terms of overall like IQ, yeah, probably.
All I want to do is I want to go to Miami so I can go get a hair cross.
Oh my! We didn't go to Miami. We knew when to stop
Yeah.
because we were at Daytona, so like we were like an hour above Miami.
All right, so GP coverage out of the way. Channel Fireball.
Don't screw it up.
Channel Fireball building one hell of a Monopoly board. I dig it.
They've got Park Place and Boardwalk, and they got those
And
hotels
Mediterranean
up.
Avenue.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they got.
Don't
those.
ruin it. That's all I gotta say.
All right, so dual deck, Mind
Mind
versus
versus
Might.
Might.
We know 2 cards.
We know the face cards.
Yes, and we know that both decks include red. That's all we know.
Well, so the face cards we've seen for I assume for the Might deck, we've got Lavisa Cold Eyes. Now Lavisa, a lot of people have been making the mistake in thinking that she's new. She is not new. She's from Cold Snap, which is why nobody recognizes her. For 3 red, she is a legendary creature human. She's a 3/3 that reads, each creature that's a barbarian, a warrior, or a berserker gets +2/+2 and has haste.
I thought she was a human being.
No.
Nope. She's
No.
just a human on this.
Joyra.
that's the other one.
Joyra is the wizard.
Yeah.
The other one...
Human.
Hold on. You missed the best part about the card.
Go ahead.
The flavor text is absolutely the best part. Quote, a massacre. It is a mercy we grant them. This way, they won't freeze to death.
Beautiful.
So is this like a dual deck going into Amonkhet? Like, are there some Amonkhet cards in there, or is it
I would
just
assume so.
just a dual deck?
Maybe.
It's just a dual deck, but I would assume there's probably like maybe 2 or 3 like they usually do.
Well,
So I know like every block they usually have like a dual deck or like
see,
once a
this
year.
is the weird thing, because for the last, 3 or 4 dual decks that have, the non-Planeswalker ones, they've always had a preview card as the face card.
Yeah.
Because, go back, if you wind the clock back, Blessed vs. Cursed had Mind Rack Demon. Speed vs. Cunning had Zergo.
Then we also had the goofy Eldrazi guy.
the Zendikar
Eldrazi
versus-
versus Zendikar had Oblivion Sower.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
And this is the first time we've seen a face card that is not new, so either less likely we're getting a reprint of one of these in Amonkhet, or more likely the preview cards are going to be another rare that'll be part of one of the decks.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for the Mind deck, we have Joyra the Gitu. She is a 1 blue-red legendary human wizard. She is a 2/2 that reads, pay 2, exile a non-land card from your hand, put 4 time counters on the exiled card. If it doesn't have suspend, it gets it. And Joyra has been probably one of the stronger commanders for a long time, so I'm excited to see her getting a reprint with new art. And yeah, so
I mean, that's basically what we got.
now a lot of people are speculating because Joyra is the face of the Mind deck. They're wondering if Suspend's going to be the mechanic, and then they're wondering Ancestral Vision reprint.
I mean, that'd be possible. It was in Jace versus Chandra too.
And it was in one place it's not in is Modern Masters 2017.
Yeah.
Which is only about a handful of cards that really need reprinted at this point. So I guess we'll go ahead and seg into our next topic. 'Cause that's about all we've got for Mind vs. Might right now.
Yeah.
Modern Masters 2017 is on the horizon.
I like to call it Modern Masters, the Herpes Edition, because it's the gift that keeps on giving.
I was just going to call it Magical Christmas Land, but
That
okay. Because it's so unrealistic. If you told me this a month ago, I would have told you to get out of the room.
I would have told you to go do things to yourself. But, so, I think that we should probably just cover, the notable things out of this.
That's still fairly
Okay,
substantial
so
list.
we're going to be here for an hour.
Yeah,
Got it.
okay, alright. So, we have, I'm just going to go with white cards real quick. We have Linvala, Keeper of Silence.
Racist.
Yeah, that may be, but I only have to wear one goggle when I swim in my pool. We got Entreaty Angels, Terminus, Ranger of Eos, Restoration Angel, Stony Silence, Blade Splicer, and then we'll scroll to Lingering Souls and Path to Exile. And then all the way down here, we had another cool card that I really liked, but I forgot where it was. Doesn't matter. All right, blue cards. All right, we got Snapcaster Mage, Goofy Time Spell called Temporal Mastery. We got another bulk rare that was reprinted as in Cyclonic Rift. Then we got the really cool card of...
Cyclonic Rift is not a bulk rare, actually.
It went back up, huh?
Well, no, it's like $7 or $8 now.
Oh, good for that. We got Gifts Ungiven. Then we do have a bulk rare that's about $2 at Deadeye Navigator. Then we have Phantasmal Image. Venser Shaper Savant.
Oh, yeah.
Hell of a card. Hell of a card.
With the FTV art in non-FTV foiling, which is nice.
That's right. Then we got Compulsive Research. We got fan favorite Rewind. And then we got Spell Pierce. That was something interesting.
We do get Spell Pierce.
Yeah, we got Spell Pierce.
Quick question going back to the
Yes.
From the Vault art. Why does everyone hate the From the Vault foiling?
Because they curl so badly.
Okay.
Yes.
Like,
That's what I was thinking. I just wanted to confirm.
When you buy a vault, like every vault pack I've ever bought, like I open the box and the foils are all like the pack is curved because the foils curve. It's because of the process they use. The plastic is like tighter, I guess. Because
I thought it was because the plant was too moistured. It had too much moisture.
I mean,
Which
really,
causes
it
that
could
too.
be either or, but like I figured because I've seen them bend far more than I've seen regular foils bend.
Yeah, I have to.
So I'm thinking it has to do something with the actual like foiling itself rather than like any kind of moisture or anything.
Right.
Like a lot of people hate that, and a lot of people just don't like the way the face cards like they are very, very shiny.
They are.
And some people don't like that much shininess.
I like to play with non-foils.
Those people are wrong. But anyway.
All right, so going to black cards. We got a $100 bill.
Don't do that because we're never going to come back.
You forgot about Serum Visions.
Oh, Serum Visions? Well, it had new art, so that's why I didn't pay attention to it. And also, we've seen it 3 times in the last year.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey.
Snapcaster.
I said Snapcaster first.
I love Snapcaster.
I do too. He's also the box art. Ooh.
And it's also like the most generic looking like blue mage.
Yeah.
Like this art is not like this art is fine, but like this isn't art that should be on a blue comic.
I can't wait to see that. Oh wait, are you talking about Serum Visions?
No, I'm talking about Snapcaster.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mage.
say you said. Oh, I thought you almost said common. I was like, what?
No, I said Snapcaster. Like I'm not saying Snapcaster Mage should be common. I'm saying this art for Snapcaster Mage should be on a blue common.
Yeah, it's just a
because
generic...
this is as generic gets. Like, this could be anything.
I really can't wait to see it foiled though.
I mean, it'll look good in foil, but like I don't know. This does not like. I'm sorry, but Snapcaster, like I can't not associate Snapcaster Mage with the Tiago art.
Can I talk about a $100 bill real quick?
Well, I mean, I guess since I kind of cut you off at the pass there, we're gonna go ahead and move into black.
Hey, we got Liliana the Veil. Woo! So there's your $100 bill. Then we got Grizzlebrand. He's like a $12 bill. Then we got Darn Nation because we don't cuss on this podcast. Then we got Death Shadow. That's a cool guy. Now this is one that I was actually surprised by. Seal of Doom at uncommon. Then we got Vampire Nighthawk. Inquisition of Kozilek back at uncommon.
Unburial Rights.
Unburial Rights. Then we got
Balkanrath Noble knocked down to common is going to be big.
So
and
is
Pauper.
Mortician Beetle.
Yeah.
So, question about like the shifting of rarity on these cards.
Yes.
How does that affect like this set? Since it's a special set, does that affect formats like Pauper at all?
Yes.
Okay.
It does because Pauper is an eternal format, which means it like takes cards from everything,
including special sets like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because all these cards exist, it's just like a reprint of them, and the
right. I understand that.
Do reprint or do rarity shifts in commander decks count? Like, yeah. Okay. Well, I figured they would. But yeah. So black's looking real strong. A lot of the rares are really, really solid. Like.
Then red is a really good storm deck, but there's no storm. We got Past in Flames, Bonfire of the Damned. So these are your 2 mythics. Then we got Blood.
Darned.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Bonfire of the Darned.
Bonfire of the Darned. I'm sorry, I cussed. Zealous Conscripts, which I was trying to figure out a way that we could combo this with the Restoration Angel, but I just remembered that I'm a moron. We got
You just
Hell Rider.
remembered that, huh?
Yeah, I did just remember
Okay.
that.
You mean Heck Rider?
Yeah, Heck Rider.
Blood Moon?
Blood Moon. We got Mizium Mortars. We got Pyromancer Ascension. Then we got the coolest one drop of all time. We
Which
got
is?
Goblin Guide.
Not
yeah.
the coolest one.
Hey, you get out of here.
Hey,
We got.
I will stay, thank you.
Then we got Ancient Grudge, which is a great green spell. We got Pyroclasm.
We got. I mean, I'm excited to see Madcap skills again because I loved me some Madcap skills back in the
But-
day.
I want to point out an upshift in rarity real quick. We got Molten Rain in Uncommon now. Then we got a downshift in rarity in Goblin Assault, which was downgraded to an Uncommon. And then we got an awkward removal spell in Chandra's Outrage. Then we got Mudboot and Torch Runner. I like that guy a lot.
Yeah, he's cool.
But we also got Thunderous Wrath. And we got Magma Jet downshifted to common as well. Yeah.
I mean, I like me some Magma Jet. I like
Yeah.
that. I was gonna say we got Rebel Belt Maka again at common.
Yep.
That guy was always really good in Gate Crash Limited.
All right. So.
The trash fest that was.
Is Pauper only commons?
Popper is only commons.
Yes.
Like
Okay.
you should have seen them when like you'd be surprised getting downgraded to common can do to a format. Like just ask
Peregrine
our
Drake.
Yeah, just ask Peregrine Drake. That almost ruined the format
Yep.
again.
All right. So.
Didn't it get banned?
Yeah,
It did.
Yeah. We got green cards.
And obviously
I'm going to be talking about a $150 bill. We got Tarmogoyf.
you got the Goyf.
And then we got a $16 bill in Crater Hoofahemoth.
Yep.
Then we got a $10 bill in Scavenging Ooze.
Is it $10?
I have no idea.
Is Craterhoof still 16? I thought it
Crater Hoof
dropped quite a bit.
Well, I
Probably
mean,
did.
yeah.
I'm going by a price that I saw whenever I traded it off.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
Scavenging Ooze saw a reprint in a core set, so I don't think
Yeah.
it's at nearly as high as it was.
Then we got bulk rares in Thragtusk and Call of the Herd.
We got Swag Tusk.
We got Primal Command, which is pretty cool.
I think the last scavenging ooze I sold was a media promo. It was like $6.
Yeah, those were like printed to hell and back. Those
Yeah.
things, they were a lot.
But Summoning Trap is a nice throw
Summoning
in
Trap
because
is
that's
awesome.
seen some pretty modern play. I like that we got
Lucky.
Bear Fight again.
Yeah, we also got Gaia's Anthem downshifted from rare to uncommon.
That's a cool thing.
Then we also have a $12 uncommon in Might of Old Croza. Because this is the first time it's been reprinted since it was in Time Spiral.
And with new art.
Yeah. And then that's about it.
I mean, dollar uncommon, harmonize, dollar
Yeah.
common and explore.
Yeah. Two
Uh,
Explorers. And then I'm going to go to gold cards.
Yep.
We got Olivia Voldaren.
Yeah.
We got a $40 bill in Voice of Resurgence.
Woo!
Yep.
Best card.
Sphinx's Revelation. Then we got a $6 bill in Domri Raid.
Woo!
We got Obzidats. And then we got Broodmate Dragon. We got Evil Twin, which I think they missed an opportunity by not giving him a goatee.
Well, I think they missed an opportunity by not reprinting, what is it? The mill spell. The good one.
Mind Funeral?
No, the other good one. That was from Ravnica and was a rare.
Oh, Glimpse of the Unthinkable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that card was cool. We got Niv Mizzet Pyro Genius. Don't know why that's here.
Because he's the Draco genius.
We also got Cruel Ultimatum. I can't wait to get double packed into that again. That was awesome. We got Abrupt Decay. Woo!
Abrupt Decay is sweet. I will never not play that card. Also, we have Zur the Enchanter, which makes
you
me...
made me skip one. I was gonna go Falcon Rat's Aristocrat.
Listen, Zur the Enchanter doesn't need to wait, okay?
Yeah, you're right. He's also banned in French Commander.
He is, because he is freaking ridiculous in
Yeah.
that format. Like,
French Commander?
Yeah, it's
French-
101.
French is 1v1, like, competitive.
Ah.
There's like several commanders. I think Edric and
Talrand.
Dewebi are both banned.
Talrand, yeah.
Talrand.
Ooh, I love that.
For
For
we got
101.
Boros Reckoner,
Ooh.
Wart the Raid Mother, and then we also got Burning Tree Emissary downshifted to common. Uh-oh.
So-
That's a mistake.
So Popper's gonna hate this set.
Yep.
Like in other good reprints, we got Gore Clan Rampager, which is
Yep.
good.
We got Giant Baiting,
Yeah.
Sprouting Thrynax. Alright, so...
Well, we got Terminate with new art that shows a Sun Titan getting killed.
yeah, and that
so
made
now-
people assume that we had Sun Titan in this set.
So now we have the complete the complete story of Sun Titan, because we have Sun Titan, and then this Terminate, and then after he dies, he gets animated dead from Graveborn.
Ooh.
And now we know the whole story of Sun Titan.
Yay.
And now he's a horrible monster. Also,
Yep.
we have Is It Charm and Wall of Denial, which are both
Yay.
cards that I love to death.
Yes.
Like,
We also got Aether Toe, which was pretty cool.
Deputy of Acquittals is awesome. I'm glad we got that back. Flash Bear Detain, and we got Coiling Oracle.
Now, Call of the Conclave was downshifted from uncommon to common as well.
That seems good.
Yeah.
Woolly Thoctart at uncommon is
Solid.
solid.
Sarah Palin.
What?
On MTG Salvation, when she was spoiled
Uh-huh.
back in Shards of Alara, they took that joke that Sarah Palin told about hockey moms.
Oh God.
Yeah, and they said, "What's the difference between a hockey mom and a woolly thoctor?" And she says, "Thoctors don't wear lipstick."
But yeah, so we got that stuff going on, and now
So
Artifacts. Well,
I'll go ahead and artifacts. I'll have something for when we're done.
oh, okay, cool. We got Grafdigger's Cage, which was necessary.
yeah, that's a solid reprint. We also got all of the signets back, and some of them have like, it's not new art, but it's art that they've only had on Magic Online. So like having them in paper for the first time is nice.
We got Basilisk Collar.
Basilisk Collar was like
That's
Basilisk
a
Collar
good
was expensive.
card.
It was like $15.
Yeah, that's a
because
good
it only
card.
saw print in World Wake.
Yep. And then, guys, in the lands, we have I guess it was a $65 bill now? In Cavern of Souls?
With new
Yeah.
art.
With new art. And then we got 5, count them, 5 enemy color fetches. Woo! Yes!
Why not 6?
Because there's only
Because
5 enemy color combos.
we don't have fetch for a plains and a waste. Because you can't fetch for those.
Well, yeah, you can. You just you templated it as search your library for a
a
plains
waste card.
or a card named Waste.
Yes.
Because that's how certain cards like Walker of the Waste templated it.
Yeah.
So you can search for Waste. They just have to put some extra words into it.
And I want to point out something real quick. Goofy card Mystic Genesis.
Oh yeah,
Downshifted from a rare to an uncommon.
There's been a lot of rares shifted on
Yeah.
commons in this set.
It wasn't Moriel a rare as well, or was that always an uncommon?
What was it?
Moriel? Or Oriole? Or...
Maroy?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Moroil? That sounds better.
Well, Sidrax's Spectre was a rare that got
Yes.
turned into an uncommon.
I mentioned that whenever we were just
Did
messing
we?
about. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, not today, but I mentioned it in the chat. Yeah.
Let me check.
This is
I want to say Spike Jester used to be an uncommon too.
Yes. Yes, it was.
That card. I remember one time I won. Because when Dragon's Maze first came out, which was the set Spike Jester came in.
Yeah.
We did a draft with triple Dragon's Maze, which was the worst idea I think I've ever had.
Really?
That's
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen. All the embarrassing things I've done over the year can't stand up to triple Dragon's Maze draft. It was that bad.
I can think of something.
Okay. Anyway. But we drafted it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go for something completely unexpected. So I drafted...
I drafted Maze's End, and it was awful.
No. I drafted red, white, black aggro with, 3 of these guys and, 3 of the Viashino Blade Master. I won
Actually,
that
seems
draft
pretty strong.
very, very easily because that deck was stupid fast in a format that wasn't equipped to handle it.
Yeah. Yeah, that actually sounds pretty brutal.
And then after that, I threw the deck away. I'm like, yeah, we're never doing this again.
I actually never got to draft anything except for Return to Ravnica in that. I didn't even draft Gatecrash.
It was probably better that you didn't.
That's what I heard, especially when Gatecrash hit.
Gatecrash ruined everything.
Yeah, because all you needed was 2 drops.
Well, no, not even that. Gatecrash was you draft Boros or Gruul or some combination of the two.
Yep.
Or else you just lose.
At the pre-release, I took, I think it was Gruul, and then it gave me a Boros deck. So I was like, okay, I'll do that.
Well, I mean, you can do, as long as one of your deck, because you usually took 2 guilds in Gatecrash draft.
Yeah.
And as long as one of them were Boros or Gruul, you were pretty much you had a good deck.
Yeah.
But if you had, like, the Esper-colored, like, Orzhov Dimir deck, like, your deck wasn't doing squat. You were getting pounded into the dirt. Like, basically, play red or you lose is the short version.
Sounds about right for that format, actually.
But, yeah. So, Modern Masters 2017.
I think it's a flop. That's a joke, obviously.
No, you don't.
So,
It's gonna be awesome.
in limited,
yes.
what are you guys looking for?
Anything that costs more than the pack?
I mean, really?
So you're drafting value not to win.
Oh, absolutely.
Well,
Okay.
These packs are too expensive not to. Modern Master,
But if you win, then you get more packs.
but you could open Deadeye Navigator.
I'm not
and then
saying
feel
Pat-
bad.
Actually, if I see a Deadeye Navigator in my rare slot, that uncommon has to be expensive. Because I will take Deadeye Navigator.
Well, I'm not talking in terms of during the draft. I'm saying during like when you open prize packs.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah.
when like
if I open Deadeye Navigator
to
in my
give
prize
you-
packs, I'm going to throw it back at Devin.
to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, when we were playing, like, back when the original Modern Masters came out, back in 2013, or was it 2013?
Yeah.
My friend bought a couple boxes, and he took a box, and he's like, hey, let's draft this. And we're like, okay, we'll draft it with you. And we drafted it, and I saw an eighth pick doubling season.
What?
Well, no, we weren't.
I understand
This
it's
was
not serious.
Yeah, this was phantom drafting.
Yeah.
So we were like doing like build the best deck, like ignore value.
Yeah.
And and I took it, and I'm just like, this would have never made it to eighth pick if we had paid for this. And they're like, yep, because keep in mind, I got an eighth, which meant everybody had seen the pack already, and I'm just like, and I was playing the Thala deck, so I actually had a reason to take it. But yeah, I mean, like, that's the thing. Like, if you're not playing at a Grand Prix or something, like, you're picking the set for value.
Okay,
like,
so if you are playing a Grand Prix and you're trying to win, what's your strategy with the cards?
Is this just a side event, or is this me playing in, like,
Is this a
day
main-
two?
Yeah,
You could win everything. We're trying to win.
Then I am going
What
to
deck
pick
are you
the
trying to
card.
build?
Like,
What-
whatever my first pack tells me. Like,
bread.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no,
we're gonna-
Yeah.
there's nothing
That's,
in this.
If I hit Liliana, I'm going black.
Well,
Yeah.
that makes sense. But what I'm saying is, like,
if I see a Tarmogoyf, I'm still taking it.
well,
there's no specific synergy or any deck that's possible within Modern Masters 17 that you're really excited to be able to put together. Be like, yeah, I want to live the dream. Put that together in a limited format.
I want to play Arachnus Spinner because it's downshifted to an uncommon now, which means I can get like 2 of them and then like 3 Arachnus webs and then just ruin everybody's day. I mean, the problem.
Myself, I would like to play like probably a red-black deck. Like,
Okay.
Just kind of like an aggro strategy, but I would want to play like a mid-range game.
The Splicer deck looks very
The Splicer
strong.
deck is always good. So if you get like Blade Splicer and Deadeye Navigator, you just win your draft.
Pretty much, because you just pump out infinite 3/3 first strikers, and
Yeah.
like, 1 is bad, 2 or more is a problem.
2 mana, 3/3 first strikers are always good.
Yeah, it seems okay.
But I mean, like, yeah, so,
Okay.
I mean, the thing is with this, it looks like with this set, there's not a ton of synergy. Like, there's some, like, somewhat synergies. Like, Green-Red has a very obvious Blood Rush theme.
Right.
Like, red and black are just like the hit stuff and destroy stuff planet that they usually take. Like, it doesn't look like, you know what's weird is it doesn't look like you can build blue-white flyers this time, which makes me sad because,
Well, that's because they turned it into a Splicer deck.
yeah, so. But, you know, like, that makes me worried about this format because blue-white flyers, like, every time you're playing blue-white in limited, you should probably be able to build at least a decent blue-white flyers deck if the stuff's, like, available for it.
Yeah.
But here it doesn't look like there's not much support for it, which makes me kind of sad.
Alright, so, gentlemen, are we feeling good about this?
I mean, like, we've all got boxes pre-ordered, so I think we are feeling pretty good about this.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
I have a lot.
Yeah, you have a few boxes pre-ordered.
I've got
6.
1 box. What do you have, Jaren? 2?
I actually don't have any because I can't afford it right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Because he has to be an adult.
I have to be an adult, and life is getting in the way, and it's fine because wouldn't have it any other way because things are getting in order, so that's fine.
Get your stuff in order and then come back and.
Yep. Hopefully, standard won't be as crappy as it is. All right, so gentlemen, I think we're going to get out of here for the night then.
Yep, I think we're good. We will see you next time on Casually Spike.
Later, nerds!
We are out.